Let's imagine this. You're heading to the ATM to get some cash, whether it's for groceries, paying bills, or just a simple withdrawal for day to day expenses. You've done it thousands of times before, but today, something feels different. You find out that the rules have changed, and now you're unable to access the amount of money you need. Maybe there's a withdrawal limit that you didn't expect, or even worse, you're suddenly facing extra fees for withdrawing small amounts. Sound like a nightmare? Unfortunately, this is becoming a reality for many pensioners in Australia, with the new ATM withdrawal rules set to impact how they access their money. If you've been relying on the convenience of ATMs to withdraw cash from your pension, you need to know exactly what's going on. And here's the kicker: these changes could significantly affect your day to day financial security. But don't worry, I'm here to break everything down for you so you don't get caught off guard. Over the next few minutes, we're going to cover everything you need to understand about the new rules, from ATM withdrawal limits to unexpected fees and how they might change the way you access your pension. I'll make sure you have the full picture. The reality is, pensioners are one of the most affected groups by these changes. In the past, it was simple: walk up to the ATM, enter your PIN, and take out what you needed. But in 2026, Australia's financial institutions introduced stricter guidelines that particularly impact those on fixed incomes, like age pension recipients. While this might sound like just a minor inconvenience to some, for many pensioners, it could be a serious problem. You see, these new rules revolve around lower ATM withdrawal limits for pensioners. Now, this might seem like a small change, but for someone living on a fixed income, even a small inconvenience can turn into a huge problem. For example, if you normally withdraw a certain amount for your regular purchases, say weekly groceries or monthly bills, you might now find that the ATMs won't let you take out the entire amount in a single transaction. And here's the kicker: you might need to make multiple trips to the ATM just to get the same amount of money you would have been able to withdraw in one go before the rules changed. And it doesn't stop there. The withdrawal limits are lower for pensioners, especially for those who are withdrawing small amounts regularly. You could find that your regular withdrawals are capped, and now you're forced to make extra trips or pay additional fees. This creates an extra layer of complexity that pensioners don't need. Now, imagine trying to cover your monthly groceries or pay your utility bills with these new limits in place. What if you need to take out more than what's allowed? Suddenly, you're paying more for multiple transactions instead of getting all your cash in one go. That means extra ATM fees. And let's face it, pensioners don't exactly have the flexibility to deal with added expenses like this. Each dollar counts, and paying unnecessary fees means less money for what you need. It's not just about the withdrawal limits. These new rules also affect how and where pensioners can access their cash. Many smaller or independent ATMs, the ones located at local shops or near essential services, might have higher withdrawal fees or more stringent withdrawal limits. This means if you're not using an ATM connected to a major bank or one that offers fee free withdrawals, you could end up paying for the convenience of accessing your own money. So, what's the big takeaway here? These changes are happening, and they could hurt you if you're not prepared. But don't panic just yet. There are strategies you can use to minimize the negative impact of these changes. Let me tell you about a few simple steps you can take to ensure you're not at the mercy of these new ATM rules. The first thing you need to do is understand your new withdrawal limits. Your bank or financial institution should have sent out notifications, but it's worth double checking your ATM withdrawal limits to see if there have been any changes. Some banks might have different rules depending on where you're withdrawing from, whether it's a major bank's ATM or a third party one. Step 2: consider using online banking or EFTPOS. If the ATMs are proving too inconvenient or expensive, it might be worth looking into alternatives. EFTPOS transactions can often bypass ATM withdrawal fees, and online banking allows you to transfer funds directly to your accounts, or even use mobile apps for payment. Now, you might be wondering, if you're forced to withdraw smaller amounts, could this affect how you manage your monthly expenses? Well, the truth is that if you're used to a certain routine and suddenly have to change your spending habits due to these new rules, it could make budgeting more difficult. That's why it's crucial to plan ahead, understand the limits in place, and take advantage of fee-free ATMs wherever possible. But here's a big question. Can you still withdraw your full pension from an ATM without any trouble? The answer isn't as simple as a yes or no. Some pensioners may still be able to access their full pension amount without issue, depending on their bank and the type of ATM. But for many others, these new rules could lead to frustration, added costs, and confusion. It's clear that these changes to the ATM withdrawal system are designed to minimize the impact on overall financial stability for the banking system. But pensioners, who rely on easy and quick access to their money, are feeling the brunt of it. But don't worry. In the next part of this video, I'll share the best ways to avoid these new withdrawal fees and still have convenient access to your funds. I'll also walk you through what you can do if these changes have already caused issues with your pension withdrawals. Stay tuned, because knowing exactly how to handle these new ATM rules could be the difference between managing your finances smoothly or getting hit with unexpected fees and limitations. If you thought these changes were a minor inconvenience, trust me, they're more significant than they appear, and understanding them now can save you a lot of trouble later. Now that we've covered the basics of how the new ATM withdrawal rules could affect pensioners, let's dig into how to protect yourself and make sure you're not caught off guard by these changes. The good news is, you don't have to sit back and let these rules control your financial access. There are ways to avoid unnecessary fees, optimize your withdrawals, and make sure you get the most out of your pension without running into any hidden costs or withdrawal limitations. Let's go through some practical steps that can help you stay in control of your money. Step 1. Choose your ATM wisely. One of the most important things you can do is find the right ATMs. Sure, it might be tempting to use the closest ATM for convenience, but remember, not all ATMs are created equal. Many independent ATMs and those not linked to major banks charge extra fees for withdrawals. These additional fees might not seem like much, but they add up quickly, especially for pensioners who often withdraw smaller amounts. Here's what you need to do. Use ATMs from your own bank or ones that are part of a fee-free network. Many banks have partnerships with ATM networks where you can withdraw money without incurring additional fees. These ATMs are more likely to have higher withdrawal limits as well, so you can get all the cash you need in one go, rather than making multiple trips. If you're unsure about which ATMs are fee-free, ask your bank or check their app or website for a list of participating ATMs. And if you use a third-party ATM, make sure you're aware of the fees beforehand. Step 2. Use EFT POS for small transactions. For those smaller everyday expenses, EFT POS, electronic funds transfer at point of sale, is your friend. Unlike ATMs, EFT POS transactions typically don't have the same withdrawal limits or fees. You can use it to make purchases directly from your bank account without paying those extra ATM charges. Plus, EFT POS gives you more flexibility when you're out shopping or buying essentials like groceries, paying for a taxi, or getting your medications. Using EFT POS for small regular purchases is a smart way to manage your budget while avoiding the hassle of having to withdraw cash and deal with limits or fees. It's fast, efficient, and can save you a lot of money in the long run. If you're not already using it, consider linking your debit card to your EFT POS system for more seamless transactions. Step 3. Plan ahead and be strategic about withdrawals. With the new ATM withdrawal rules, it's essential to plan ahead. For pensioners who rely on ATMs to get cash, these new limits might make it more difficult to access large amounts of money when needed. So, the best strategy is to withdraw larger sums less frequently. If you usually withdraw $50 or $100 every few days, try withdrawing a larger amount, say $200 or $300 once a week instead. This way, you avoid making frequent trips to the ATM and potentially paying multiple transaction fees. However, I completely understand that some pensioners might not feel comfortable withdrawing large sums at once. It's all about finding the right balance for your needs. Just make sure you're always aware of the limits that apply to your ATM and bank accounts. It's also a good idea to check your bank's terms and conditions regularly, as withdrawal limits and fee structures can change over time. Having a clear understanding of your bank's policies will help you make better decisions about when and where to withdraw money. Step 4: automate your payments when possible. Another powerful way to avoid ATM withdrawal limits and fees is to automate as many of your payments as possible. With the shift toward digital banking, there's a growing opportunity for pensioners to avoid using cash altogether for certain expenses. Automating things like utility bills, rent or mortgage payments, insurance premiums, or even subscriptions, like for your phone or internet, ensures that you don't need to make multiple ATM withdrawals just to cover these recurring expenses. You can also consider using direct deposit for your pension payments into your bank account, which allows you to avoid making a trip to the ATM at all. This will make it much easier for you to track and manage your spending without worrying about withdrawal limits or fees at the ATM. Setting up automatic transfers from your bank account to pay for services or deposit funds into savings can take the stress out of managing your finances, giving you more time and energy for the things you enjoy. Step 5: look for low cost or fee free banks. Another important step is to research banks or financial institutions that offer pensioners fee free banking. Several banks in Australia offer accounts specifically designed for pensioners, which often come with lower fees, no withdrawal limits, and discounts on services. Switching to one of these accounts can significantly reduce the financial strain caused by these new ATM withdrawal rules. Banks like Commonwealth Bank, Westpac, and ANZ offer pensioner friendly services that are well worth looking into. These accounts often include free access to ATMs and increased withdrawal limits, so you can access your pension without the added hassle of smaller withdrawal caps. Plus, these services are often available at no extra cost for seniors. Step 6: consider digital wallets and online banking options. In the age of digital banking, consider moving away from physical cash altogether by using digital wallets or online banking apps. Many pensioners are already comfortable with debit cards and credit cards, so why not take the next step with a digital wallet on your smartphone? Apps like Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay are linked directly to your bank account and allow you to make quick, secure transactions without needing to withdraw cash. These apps allow you to make purchases anywhere that accepts tap and go payments, giving you more flexibility in how you manage your pension funds. Some digital wallets even allow you to link multiple bank accounts or savings accounts, offering greater control over your finances. The best part? Digital wallets eliminate the need for cash altogether, so you're not reliant on ATM withdrawals at all. This can be especially helpful when ATM access is limited or there are strict withdrawal limits in place. Now that we've gone through the practical steps to avoid fees and limitations at the ATM, let's take a moment to address what to do if you've already been impacted by the changes. If you've encountered unexpected withdrawal limits, extra fees, or confusion surrounding your pension payments, there are still options available to you. First, it's important to contact your bank or financial institution. Many pensioners are unaware that banks are required to offer financial assistance and alternative solutions for those facing difficulties. If you're struggling with new ATM limits or excessive withdrawal fees, reach out to your bank's customer service team. Ask for clarity on your current withdrawal limits and inquire about any available fee exemptions or special services for pensioners. Some banks may offer pensioners fee waivers or increased ATM withdrawal limits on specific accounts, especially if you're facing financial hardship. In some cases, the bank may be willing to help you set up a pensioner friendly account that comes with lower withdrawal fees, higher limits, or even fee free access to specific ATMs. The key is to speak up and advocate for your needs. If you've been charged fees for using third party ATMs, make sure you ask your bank about reimbursement options. Many institutions will provide refunds or waive fees for seniors under certain circumstances. It never hurts to ask. You may be eligible for a refund simply by contacting customer support and explaining the situation. Let's not forget the most important part of all this: stay informed. These changes might feel overwhelming, but knowledge is power. As new financial rules come into play, it's crucial to stay on top of the updates. Always check with your bank about any changes to their ATM withdrawal policies, especially if you receive your pension through a specific payment system. Pensioners who stay informed about the latest developments are in the best position to protect their financial well being. I recommend signing up for alerts from your bank, keeping an eye on any government updates related to the age pension, and following reliable news sources that focus on financial news for seniors. Whether it's changes to banking rules or updates to government pension policies, staying informed will ensure that you're not caught by surprise when new restrictions or opportunities arise. As for alternatives, consider community and local services that may offer financial assistance or tools to help you navigate these changes. Some organizations, especially those focused on senior care and welfare, may provide access to fee free ATM networks, lower cost banking options, or even financial counseling to help you optimize your withdrawals and manage your pension better. Another useful tool is the Centerlink online account. If you haven't already, make sure you're signed up for your Centerlink online account so you can easily manage your payments, update your details, and monitor any changes to your age pension. Centerlink also offers a variety of resources on how to manage your finances and make sure you're getting the full amount you're entitled to. And lastly, if you feel that these new ATM withdrawal rules are putting you at a disadvantage, or if you believe your financial stability is at risk, don't hesitate to reach out to a financial advisor. A professional can help you strategize and manage your assets, income, and pension payments in a way that minimizes the impact of these new rules. An advisor can also help you plan for any future changes, ensuring that you're always in control of your financial situation. Here's the bottom line: while these new ATM rules may seem inconvenient at first, you have the power to adapt and optimize your financial strategies. By using the right ATMs, avoiding unnecessary fees, and staying informed, you can continue to access your pension funds with ease. The key is to act early, plan strategically, and make the most of your resources. At the end of the day, the age pension is there to support you, but it's up to you to make sure you're getting the most out of it. Whether it's accessing your funds at the ATM, avoiding extra fees, or simply staying on top of policy changes, the more proactive you are, the better off you'll be. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more updates about managing your pension, navigating new rules, and optimizing your financial security. And as always, if you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them and help you out. Thanks for watching, and take care of your finances. Stay informed, stay empowered, and make sure you're always in control of your future.